Redang Island is located at 45 km offshore of Terengganu. Redang Archipelago comprises 9 islands, which are Delima Island, Paku Besar Island, Paku Kecil Island, Kerengga Besar Island, Kerengga Kecil Island, Ekor Tebu Island, Ling Island, Penang Island, and Redang Island. This archipelago is full of marvelous marine fishes, turtles, and coral reefs, ensuring a great snorkeling and scuba diving experience. Redang Island is the largest of all other islands in the marine park. The Redang Archipelago has been designated as Pulau Dang Marine Parks, Malaysia, as to conserve the island's unique ecosystem. There are 500 species of live corals, more than 1,000 species of invertebrates, and almost 3,000 species of fishes, which includes manta rays, stingrays, sharks, and whale sharks, all living in harmony in the reef fringing the island.
So next I'm going to present about DMO, which is Destination Management Organization. What is DMO? DMO is a unit or a firm that promote a tourist destination, and DMO is an organization that also manage the facilities, activities, tourism resource and other component of tourism at a particular destination of attraction. The second one is DMPM. DMPM is Department of Marine Park Malaysia, has the same role as DMO, but DMPM only manage the island, and Redang Island is one of the destinations that DMPM manage. Okay, so we are going to move on to the next slide.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Afiqah Binti Ab Aziz. Today I want to present the tourist profile of Redang Island. If you can see at the table, the statistic that we have obtained is not specific on the total of visitors in Redang Island, but rather than total numbers of visitors at Marine Park in Terengganu from years 2000 to 2006. Generally, Redang Island has received more local tourists compared to international tourists over the years. The total number of visitors in Redang Island increased significantly from 2000 to 2004 with 11225 visitors for local and 31251 foreign visitors in 2004. However, the total of visitors in Redang Island has slowly down slightly in 2005. In 2005, the number of visitors in Redang Island is only 98863 visitors for local and 24296 visitors for foreign. The highest number of local visitors that come to Redang Island is in 2004 with 198096 visitors and 4 foreign visitors. The highest is in 2011 with 9837 visitors. The total of visitors in Redang Island for local is 1943236 from 2000 to 2006 to 2060 with a percentage of 69.58%. Other than that, the total number of foreign visitors in Redang Island for years 2000-2006 is 849,383 visitors, which is equivalent to 30.42%. Next, I want to present the personality of the tourists. They have two. First is physiocentrist, less adventure and is inward looking at people. They prefer the familiar and have a preference for resort which are already popular. Next is allocentrists. They are prefer exotic destination and individual travel. There are people who like to touch risks and seek a more adventurous holiday. At Redang Island, provide many adventure activity like trekking on thrilling course and even swimming with baby sharks.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Hidayah Binti Mohamad. And now I would like to continue with tourist motivation. Okay, what is tourist motivation? Tourist motivation are essentially the push and pull factor. Basically, tourists go to the destination for the escape, relaxing, family togetherness, work, business, and self-fulfillment. Okay, what motivate tourists come to the Redang Island is Redang Island provide a lot of type of package that's suitable for all category, include student too. That's mean that the Redang Island provide package according to the tourist budget. Okay, second is Redang Island is the most popular destination not only in Malaysia but in the world. This island are popular with water blue, coral, the softness and the smoothness of the sand, and also be the one of favorite destination for the scuba diver. This island also provide a lot of activities that tourists can try. The most popular after snorkeling and scuba diving is jungle trekking. They have several trails to explore. The rainforest on the island. You can on the top you can see the panorama view of the island and sea. Okay, lastly, on the pulau. On a Redang Island, we can visit the sea turtle or turtle watching. There we have three species of turtle that come to Redang Island to the for the nest. We can see turtle live. That the moment we can't get at the other islands. Okay, let's continue to the attitude of tourists or visitor. Okay, what is attitude of tourists is we can define as a resident preconception of tourists in destination or a state of mind of the individual toward value. The attitude of tourists we can categorize in three. First, social, cultural, and environmental. For the social, it refers to a set of emotions, belief, and behavior toward an object, person, things, and event. For the cultural, the way of thinking relate to something or someone who belongs to a specific society. Third is environmental. The cultural and economic background of a person is likely to influence his view about the environment. Okay, finally, every person, tourist or anybody, need to practicing a good attitude wherever we go. It can make people around us and also us comfortable and happy when go to travel and holiday. That's all from me. Thank you.
To market their tour products, operators build a partnership with local business such as resorts, restaurants, homestays, or rentals, and car rentals to feature different fun-filled activities in their island. It is a strategy that delivers a bundled product for a great overall experience. Therefore, it leaves a great impression that can attract more customers. For example, Redang Island introduced various travel packages for their customers, such as 3 days 2 night full board package. Next, its destination deliver a combination of tourist goods and services. For example, someone who stays at Taras Resort, who is looking for a place to have lunch near Taras, they can ask Taras to send them as they provide transportation services. In addition, company and government also need to take part in tourism, including a marketing mix such as promotion. For example, promotion as 3 days 2 night package. The last marketing strategies is, as Redang Island is a tourist destination, the cost advantages strategies that focus on mass production and demand and presume limitless manufacturing capacity and resources should be avoided. Seasonality also causes demand peaks in each year. For example, over weekends and school holiday, inflates the issues for a certain duration. Although economic benefits may be achieved, it can reduce tourist satisfaction and customer willingness to pay, as Redang Island could have been polluted during peak season due to overcrowded tourists.
Now I'm going to present the problem and issues in managing the travel behavior. Everyone knows that tourists has a lot of behaviors. Some of them is being ignorant, and some of tourists really like to litter as they want, and some of them also didn't really take care of the facilities since it's not their belonging. But how the management manage the problems in managing the tourist behavior? In Redang Island, the management team has launched a lot of program in managing the tourist behavior. One of them is they launched the zoning where tourists are not allowed in some zone and areas. And the other program is they make a program where the benefit is to preserve the marine life, the coral reef, and so on. And the other program is they make a program that in purpose to provide a user-friendly and non-polluting method for the tourists. And the last one is the most important one, is the management team of Redang Island enforce the strict rules to manage the tourist behavior, like involving the facilities, the maintenance, and so on. So that's all from me. We're going to move on to another slide.
Hi everyone, so I am going to present about the activities available on site at Redang Island. The first activity is jungle trekking. For trekking, there are 2 recommended tracks for you to try out. The first one is from Jalan Pasir Panjang village and it leads straight to the wilderness, while the second track is from Pasir Panjang to Teluk Dalam. For the second track, it's a little bit more adventurous, so if you're feeling up for the challenge, you could try that out. The second activities that I would like to recommend is, of course, diving. As you all know, Redang Island is famous for their diving spots. One of the most famous diving spot is Mini Mount Reef, where you can see lots of fishes and marine animals such as angelfish, parrotfish, crabs, eels, and if you're lucky, you might even spot a turtle. Diving trips cost around 90 ringgit, not including the clothing for diving. And the last activity that I would like to recommend is snorkeling. Snorkeling is more suitable for first-timers or non-swimmers. If you're afraid of trying out diving, you can try out snorkeling first. So the best spot is around Pasir Panjang Beach, especially near the Redang Reef Resort. The price varies, but usually it's around 90 ringgit, including the life jacket and the snorkeling mask. Next, for the discussion and analysis part, So basically, the main reason why we want to know about the tourist behavior, the tourist profile, and tourist motivation for coming to Redang Island is because we want to make sure that the services we provide are in line with the tourist expectations. When we surpass the tourist expectation, their satisfaction level will increase. So overall satisfaction, as defined by Chen and Tsai, it's the extent of overall pleasure or contentment felt by the tourists, which results from the ability of the trip to fulfill their desires, expectations, and needs in relation to the trip. So as you all know, the tourist profile in Redang Island, they come from different backgrounds, so they have different wants and needs too. But most people who come to Redang Island, their motivation is to get some relaxation and to escape from their normal life. So these type of people, they would not like congested places because they want to relax. According to Yaakob et al. In his research, congestion level affects the satisfaction level and experience directly, especially on recreational activities in Redang Island. So he's also suggested that one of the approach to minimize congestion is to charge higher fees upon entering the park. Most of the tourists at Redang Island will engage in activities like snorkeling and diving, right? So there was a research by Nobaidura. She researched the tourist satisfaction level for snorkeling at Redang Island, and from that research, she found out that the coral damage that is happening in Redang Island comes from activities like coastal development, improper waste management, human activities like diving, snorkeling itself, and illegal fishing, as well as coral bleaching. So these types of activities will lead to coral damage, and eventually some snorkeling sites will be closed. When some sites are closed, there are not much places to go snorkeling. So the places that are still open will be more packed. So when the places are more packed, the quality of tourist experience and satisfaction level will decrease because they need to cram with other tourists at the place when snorkeling or diving. This is bad because Redang Island might lose its identity as a diving place or a snorkeling place, which is the main attraction for Redang Island. So authorities must manage this so that the carrying capacity of each snorkeling site is not exceeded in order to preserve the environment.
There are 3 recommendations that we can suggest in Redang Island. Firstly, protect areas with high risk of intrusion. Certain areas which have been identified as being prone to intrusion, such as illegal trawling, must be protected. It is necessary to install suitable artificial reefs or anti-poaching devices and regular enforcement, especially protected areas such as turtle landing beaches are also susceptible to intrusion and may require regular and strict enforcement. Next, scuba diving sites and snorkeling areas need to be clearly marked. Boundary markers, mooring points, and other necessary safety markers need to be installed. Regular inspection and maintenance of facilities should be conducted. Only licensed and certified operators and divers are allowed to operate and dive. The Department of Marine Park, together with the tour or dive operators, need to determine the total number of tourists allowed at any particular site at any given time. Schedule the activities or rotation of tour groups to impose better control. This is to avoid overcrowding and overconsumption of resources. Regular ecosystem health checks need to be conducted by the Department of Marine Park and other authorized organizations. Report of the ecosystem status and or reclassified zones need to be made available to the public. Lastly, provide safety at the beach. All swimming beaches must have a beach guard to be employed by the hotel operators and or with close cooperation between Department of Marine Park and community-based watchers. Safety flags must be installed to alert beach users of the area. Boundary markers must be installed and maintained to keep all boats, jet skis and other motorized equipment away from the swimming area. Signboards detailing the do's and don'ts must be put in visible places.
So the conclusion is, Redang Island is one of the very well preserved destinations. So, as a tourist, you should behave positively if you happen to visit Redang Island and also another destinations, so that there won't be any negative impact towards the destination and also towards other peoples and other tourists. So that's all from us. We hope you guys enjoy our presentation. So we're going to see you guys another time.